Interesting to me that the rebel is so angry with authority, and yet he sins, and by doing so puts himself in submission to the worst master of all. Some people drink alcohol. It's a very unwise choice on many levels. I don't even need a Bible to know how foolish it is to drink alcohol. I have never seen one benefit to any family by the introduction of alcohol. But yet I have seen countless lives ruined by the introduction of alcohol or drugs into a home. Why? Because he who begins to drink is often enslaved by it. And suddenly all his money goes for it. Suddenly he can only do that which allows him to practice it. And he or she is no longer free. Their whole life is lived in submission to their addiction. And again, that's no way to live. That is not freedom. That is slavery. He that committeth sin is a servant of sin. Someone, as a teenager, maybe gets a Budweiser out of his daddy's refrigerator. And maybe daddy can drink one now and again and not be enslaved, but the son becomes enslaved and ruins his life. You know, one of the terrible things about alcohol is that they say 1 in 7 who takes a drink will become a drunk. I like what Vance Havner said about this idea that alcoholism is a disease. He said, it's the only disease I know of we spend millions of dollars promoting, advertising it. No, it's not a disease. It's a sin. And it binds you and it entraps you, and you wake up in the morning and you can't live without one. You go to bed at night, you got to make sure you have some in the house because you're gonna need some the next day, and every waking hour is controlled by it. You're not free. And so it makes us slaves. And then number 5, listen, I doubt seriously you would volunteer to be a slave to anything else, but yet we volunteer to be the servants and the slaves of sin so often and so easily. So easily do we enter into that door. If I can just tell myself, I'm signing up for slavery. I'm volunteering to be a slave.